Oh, hello. I'm pouring my coffee because we gotta wait a few minutes before it goes live on the big screen or on the website. Gotta get the charger so that we don't die during this live stream. That would be inexcusable. Inexcusable indeed. There's the stopwatch. We'll use this to chart our path through time. Linearly, of course. I wish. How you gonna look for me? Gonna look nice. Just gonna look nice. Slide this over. That's gonna be a lot of my beanbag. This is a beanbag that's the size of a couch. It's pretty cool. Picking up stuff. Let me see. Would this be a better vantage point? Turn it off. So I know I'm not. Thank you. YouTube. Perhaps a section now. Now that could potentially work. My head will probably be cut off unless we can go a little further back, perchance. Let's see. That's going to be a lot better. Cool. We did it, gang. We fit a 6'6" man in a 7-foot apartment in frame. It is maybe 7 feet in this house. Do not plug this in so we do not die. And by that I mean the phone. We're all gonna survive like we've never survived before. Then it's plugged in. That's pretty sick. Set that back up. Hey babe, what time is it? My God, 8:56. There's no time. right. Give it a couple of minutes. We're going to give it just a few more minutes before we get started. Thank you so much for joining me, those of y'all who are here. We're going to have a nice, righteous Sunday morning little oil change, diagnostic check, and flow. We're going to take time, get into some of our major joints, clear that up, de-gunk it, if you would. From there, we'll slowly move into flowing. But just take your time, move at your own pace. You could be in child's pose the whole time. You could be in Shavasana the entire time, and that is completely fine. But again, I want to give it just a few more moments before we get started. And so I'll just be picking on the ukulele, and then we'll get moving. If you have a block, I recommend a block. If not, a book, as I always say. If you don't have a book, have like a cat or something. But we'll just give it a few more moments. Let everyone else join, and then we're going to have ourselves a time and a half, I say. Time and a half. I was working on one the other day. No, that's not it. That's what it would be. Ha-ha! It can't end on like a question. It can't end like, maybe I want to be done. It's got to be done, done, I'm done, done, done. Alrighty, gang. Let's do it. Again, oil change, slow flow. If you have a block, dope. Take it at your own pace. Let's have some fun. God knows that I need this. I feel stiff as a board. Alright, gang. So first things first, I want you to just come to any comfortable seat. Any comfortable seated position. Doesn't matter what that might look like. And if you can, if you'd like, feel free to maybe close the eyes to just, again, center in. That can be very external, very hyperactive. Can we just bring all that energy, information, and intention in? Maybe you do have an intention for class today. I do. Some perseverance, some self-discipline, you might stay on track, and just some different things that I want to focus on today. And if you have anything like that, bring it to your attention. And then when you're ready, as you notice yourself just being here, just take a deep inhale into your belly. And let it go. Let's go belly and ribs. And let it go. Let's go belly, ribs, chest, all three chambers. And there we go. So just a few more breaths, just like that. Keep that breath going for just one moment. You're leaving the stopwatch started and your hair tie on. But keep that breath flowing. Excellent. One more gigantic inhale. And go. As you're ready, David, let's just gently make our way to our backs. Slowly lower ourselves onto our backs. Oops, I'm going to knock over this easel in 1 second. That is precariously placed. But I do love me the fine arts. Once I made it down to my back gang, let's go ahead and just hug our knees. Actually, yeah, let's hug our knees into the ball. Let's be as small as we can first. Tiny little roly-poly, hugging the knees into the chest, and rocking side to side a few times. Let's take a few moments here in this first one to just circle through the ankles. Right? Just slow little teeny tiny ankle circles. Try to make them a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger. A reverse direction of the ankles. I'm just holding my knees in. Good. And then when you're ready, y'all, I just plant the feet down into the floor. Hands long down by your side. Just hello, Leo. Hello. Hello. And then we're going to move into bridge. Inhale's going to lift your hips high into the sky. Exhale, slowly lower. All the way down. Gotta love donkeys. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, slowly lower down. And we got just one more time and hold it. Inhale's going to lift you up. Hold to the top for an exhale. Inhale, lift a little higher. Exhale, slowly lower down. Windshield wiper the knees back and forth first. That's just nice. And then take both legs straight up into the sky. Legs like the wall. Flexing your toes down towards your face. Taking energy out of the heels. Go ahead and interlace the fingers behind your head and lift your shoulders as high as you can up above. Good. Then when you inhale, lower the left leg to a hover. And exhale, return. Inhale, lower to right leg down as far as you like. Exhale, return. Keep going back and forth with control for 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. So you choose the speed and the depth. 5, 4, the effort. 3, 2. Bring both legs up. Take a deep inhale. Lower both legs slow. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Heels to the floor. Giant good morning stretch. Grabbing an opposite wrist and pulling on it. Grabbing the other wrist and pulling on it. One more time. A little side bend each side. And then again, let's plant the feet into the floor. Moving in a bridge, holding it for a few breaths. Inhale's going to lift me high up into the sky. I'm going to hold. Inhale, lift a little higher. Gaze to the back of the room, maybe clasp the hands, press the forearms down to the floor, punching the knuckles towards the heels. One more inhale again. And exhale, slowly lower down. Hug your knees into your chest, and you're not going to roll just a few times here. And the next few breaths come all the way through to tabletop position. Awesome, so I'll just swing the legs around behind me, and I make my way to my tabletop. Figure 4 on the floor. From here, let's go ahead and just shift forward and backwards. So once you've gotten into those wrist gangs and put my hair up, I just want you to shift as far forward and backward into your wrists as you can. Just slowly turning on the wrists a little bit. Shift side to side. So again, I've gone forward and backward a few times. I've gone side to side a few times. Let's carve some big old circles around that. Switch direction. Cool. I'm going to change the hand position. Do the same thing. Forward, backward, side to side here. Maybe some circles. Reverse direction. Turn the fingers away. Same thing. Again, just checking it out. From here, I'm going to go ahead and come up to a kneel. I'm going to punch my hands down to the floor. We're going to get into our neck really quick. I'm going to pull my chin into my chest. I'm going to roll right ear to the right shoulder. We'll take that chin all the way up into the sky with a tight belly and tight butt. And then I'm going to drop the left ear to the left shoulder and bring it all the way through the sky. We're going to move about 2 to 3 that direction. Just slowly carve and line that around the rim. And then when you're ready, reverse direction, other way. Lion circle. taking your time. Excellent. From there, go ahead and bring your hands up underneath you. Clasp the right wrist, and from here make a fist, and we're just going to do a couple wrist circles here. Just before I put my weight back on it, I just want to clear this up. Begin carving the biggest circle you can while pinning the elbow down. Reverse direction. This is just what I personally have to do every time before I go into anything on my hands. And other side, just close the fist and carve that around. And reverse. Great job, ninja status. Here, let's bring our hands back down to the floor. And let's go ahead and start moving through some cats and some cows. So from here, I'm going to drop the belly, pull the heart through, stick the booty up and back. And then exhale, dome, curl around, and see that wiggle over. Do about 5 or 6 more of these, y'all. Stick the booty up and back, drop the belly, squeeze the shoulder blades, drop the chest, and then take the gaze up. And then reverse all of that meticulously. Tuck the tailbone, round, low back, mid back, up back, mid. Woo! Keep going. After you've done it a few times with hands in normal position, I encourage you to try a few with the hands in different positions. I'll turn the fingers in, and I'll try one here. Ooh, that is harder. I'll try the hands here. Woo! Excellent. A few more, y'all. Take your time. Feel free to take it side to side a few times, right? Pressing the ribs side to side, opening all that up. Think about 3 more. 3 more breaths. 3 more breaths. Let's get that spine nice and in line today. Cool. Now, on the next inhale, I'm going to pull my heart through. From here, very gently, we're going to move to a downward facing dog. So from here, I'm going to shift up and back to my first downward facing dog. I'm going to take a moment or two right there, because that's already a lot for me. I just want to assess what's going on in my shoulders and my hips, because we're about to open those things up a little bit more for us. Cool. From here, I'm going to slowly lower the knees back down to the floor, and I'm going to come back up to my kneeling position. Let's get the shoulder blades a little bit more. Mine are not cleared. Mine are not clear for D-Dog. Reach those hands forward, y'all. Don't bend your elbows. 2 fists. Super punch forward. So protract the shoulder blades, slide them forward. Dome the upper back. Big shrug up. Pull them all the way back, squeezing the shoulder blades together. And then slide them down. Let's go forward. Up. Back. Yeah, it's gross. Forward. Up. Back. Down. One more. And then we're going to reverse direction. Just try to make it smooth. Let's go back. Up. Forward. Down. Back. Up. Forward. Down. One more, gang. And then shake that out. From here, hands are going to come back down to the floor. In fact, let's go ahead and lower all the way down to our forearms. I'm going to clasp my hands. We will be playing with a few little forearm planks and possible dolphins today. So from here, I'm going to open up my hips. We're almost done with the joint circles that I was talking about. I'm going to pull that left knee all the way up into the chest. I'm going to open out to the left like I'm peeing on a fire hydrant. I'm going to rotate the knee down and drive the heel up into the sky. I'll pull the knee back in. Try not to lean off to the other side. Keep it even. Kick up and back. Don't let that leg straighten. Keep it bent. Rotate knee out. Knee to armpit. And bring it down. 2 more. Knee to chest. Open laterally. Rotation. Drive up and extend. And then pull it through. Reverse. Pick it up. Clear the fence. 1 more. Knee in. Fire hydrant. Rotation. Kick the sun. And then pull it through. Kick the sun, rotation, fire hydrant, bring it through. Nice. Other side, moving right into it. Right knee to chest, open out, rotate, drive the heel up, and pull it through. Kick the heel up, rotate, knee to armpit, bring it down. Knee to chest, open out right, rotate, bring it around. And just do the best you can. I'm going to bring it home, I got 1 more. Woo. Fire hydrant, take the sun, knee your chest. Take the sun, fire hydrant, and bring it down. Child's pose for just a moment. Because for me, that is humble pie. That is freaking hard. Yes. And stay hydrated, y'all. I'm trying to. And be hydrated the next few days. Whew. Cool. As you're ready, you'll slowly shift forward, tabletop position. That's feeling much better. Let's go ahead and tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Now again, in downward dog, I want a nice, long, integrated spine. Right? A strong overhead press. From here, we can bend into the knees if there's fire, but I have about 80% of the weight in the legs and about 20 to 40% of the weight in the arms. And from there, I can bend the knees. I can do little bear sits and squats. I can lift the heels and relax them down. In fact, do that a few times. Everyone pedal. Good. Now very slowly, I'm going to start walking the hands all the way back to the feet. I'm going to grab for opposite elbows. Maybe my neck's a little pissed. I'll take the hands to the back of the head. I'll release the fingertips down. I'll slowly curl vertebrae by vertebrae all the way up. I'm going to reach the hands high. And I'm going to exhale, twist over to the right. Right hand behind, left hand in front. I know I'm being cut off a little bit today. Inhale, reach your hands high. I'm just too tall. Exhale, twist again. Inhale, reach your hands high. Exhale, cactus the arms, open the heart. Ooh, down, little back bend, really. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down to the floor. Ooh. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing, reaching tall. You're going to cross the right arm underneath the left, moving into eagle arms. If this isn't happening, that's fine. Just hug yourself, and we're going to carve some circles. So from here, I'm standing. I'm going to curl those elbows down. I'm going to rotate up to the left to draw that line up the sky. I'm going to rotate as I'm looking up to the ceiling and bring it all the way down. So I'm just carving the biggest circle I can with bound arms. Opening up the T-spine, the torso, the mid-back. I'm going to go about 3 that direction, and then I'm going to reverse direction. 1 back. Again, take your time. It's a little weird. It's that last big joint circle that we have there. Well, almost. Cool. From there, I'm going to release, reach the arms up, and swan dive down to the floor. Woo. Inhale, halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, fold, curl the hands forward, downward facing dog, and then tiptoe the feet up all the way to the hands. And then have a good day. Pressing your shins, halfway lift, think of 7. Flat spine, tight belly, exhale, fold. Like a house on a cliff, I use the mountain. Inhale, halfway lift, no rounding here. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way up to standing, reaching tall. Exhale, twist over to the right. Inhale, reach up. To the left. Inhale, reach up. Cactus your arms, open your heart. Sha-sha-sha. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive all the way down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift, flat spine. Exhale, fold all the way back up. Inhale, as you exhale, left arm underneath right for that eagle arm variation, T-spine circle. Bring it down, open out to the right, carve up, over and around. 1. 2. God, that is some spicy, clicky mess right there for me. I'll take this one home with you, reverse direction. I'll keep this one at home with you. Ha. Good, take your time. Woo! Inhale, reach the hands high. Exhale, swan dive all the way down to the floor. Hell yeah. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Just your right foot to the back of the neck. Just righty steps back and then shift forward and backward a few times, gang. How are those toes? How are those ankles? How are those knees? My quad's a little pissed. I know that now. Shift side to side. I want to know myself. Turn both toes to the left. Turn both toes to the right. I want to know who I am and what I think in times of struggle. From there, right hand plants, left hand reaches all the way up towards the sky. Let the head hang and start to corkscrew that left shoulder, internal and external rotation. Yeah, just a corkscrew. Yeah. Good, we're just loosening up the rotator cuff. Bring the left hand down, right knee comes to the floor. From here, low crescent lunge. I'm coming up, I'm opening up the hip flexor. I'm sinking deep into this front knee, but I'm keeping the belly and the booty tight. I'm going to take my hands behind my head. From here, we're going to move into a big swimmer, carving some space. From here, I'm just going to press my hand. I'm going to tighten the belly and the butt, press my hands as far away from me as I can behind. I'm going to hinge at the elbows, reaching up to I, carve out to Y, to T, reach the hand, rotate and reach the hands behind you, and then bend into the elbows, and then reverse. Whoop. Bring it all the way up and around, and we're just carving space for our shoulders. We're going to do that one more time on this side. Press the hands back, carve open, I, Y, T, reaching as far back behind you as you can, and bend to the elbows. Again, carve farther than you'd like to, right? Like you're in a giant yogurt cup and you just want all that probiotic stuck inside. Pull it and then bend into the elbows. Bring it down, bring the hands all the way down, half split. Shift the hips back and straighten your left leg. And I found some fire. Give me a few breaths. I can pull the heart forward. I can bend and re-straighten the left leg. I can point and flex the toesies. Ooh, I can circle the toesies. Ooh, God, that's fine. Turning the left and the right. 3 breaths. This needs to chill. Ooh. As you're ready, let's actually plant the right hand. Take your left hand up towards the sky. If you're feeling it. 3 breaths. Oh. Re-bend into the left leg. Once you bring the left hand down, tuck the right toe, lift the right knee. Right hand plants, left hand reaches up towards the sky again. Cool. Left hand comes down to the inside of the left leg. Seal your right heel down and reach your right hand up towards the sky. So again, I'm pressing my left arm into the left leg. Maybe right hand just comes to hip to start. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Maybe that right hand reaches up towards the sky. Drive the right heel down into the floor. Maybe top hand reaches forward. If it does, bring it all the way down to the floor. Drop the right knee back down to the floor. Lizard, cat, cow. Inhale, pull the heart through. Exhale, dome, forward. Inhale, pull the heart through. Exhale, dome, forward and round. Give me 2 more. Give me 1 more. From here, feel free to lower down to the forearms, or we can go deep quad stretch. Left hand to left knee. Bend to the right knee, reach back and see if you can grab onto it, pull it in, and breathe. Woo! Fire. Let the head hang, let the breath flow. Whew. Who are we when we start to find discomfort, right? That's what we're practicing. God knows we need it. And slowly release that. Ooh, from here, step back down dog. And then when you're ready, high plank shifting forward. I'm going to go knees down first so I can really focus on ripping the floor. Tight belly, tight butt, hands pressing down, ripping the floor. I'm going to keep the chin slightly out of the chest so I'm not just rounding the upper spine as I slowly exhale and lower all the way down to the floor. I'm going to point my toes to the back of the room, tops of the feet press down. Let's actually float the hands, so squeeze the shoulder blades together, float the hands. Inhale, push the heart forward, Cobra. And release. Let's do that 3 more times. Inhale, lift. And lower. Inhale, lift, squeeze. And lower. Let's hold this one for a breath cycle. Inhale, lift. Hold. Inhale, lift. And release. Good. From there, bend into your knees 90 degrees. Hands on behind you. Windshield wiper back and forth. Oh, it's so nice. It wants to pop so bad, so close. We'll have to go to extended side angle and triangle later to get that. And we will. From there, lengthen the legs behind you. Clasp your hands into a giant fist. Again, juice your knuckles back towards your heels. Inhale, pull up. Hold. Inhale to tighter. 1 more. And release. Hands plant, toes tuck, tight belly and butt. Inhale, high plank, push up. Control it. Exhale, downward facing dog. Shifting up and back. I'm going to start getting into my knees, gazing forward, taking an inhale. And exhale, step or hop to the top. Inhale, half lift. And forward. Inhale all the way up to standing, raising tall. To the right. Inhale up. To the left. Inhale up. Cactus. Inhale up. Swan dive down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, full. Step just the left foot to the back of the mat. Take a few moments right there. Left hand plants. Right, shift forward and backward a few times. Excuse me. Take your time, JJ. Shift side to side. Inhale, rush up and yaw. Turn to the left. Turn to the right. How's our stuff? In. Pop in. Left hand plants when you're ready. Right hand reaches up. Move your breath into right there, and then coach through that right shoulder in and out. Let the neck hang. Whew. One more inhale. Bring the right hand down. Left knee follows suit. Come up to the most stable low lunge first. Tighten the belly and the butt. Sink the hips a little further down. And then when you're ready, we're going to bring the hands behind the head. From there, we're moving to two swimmers. Tight belly. I'm going to press the hands back. Tighten everything. Open the elbows and hinge. I to Y to T. Rotate, reach back behind you. Get into the elbows. And T, Y, I. And wiggle. All the way home. And collapsing in a half split. Bring the hands down. Whew, and shifting your hips back. And let the head hang. And then point and flex the toes. Rebend and re-straighten the leg. And you shift the hips side to side, and the toes side to side. Give me a few deep breaths. I am in Firetown. Holy crap. Good morning, hamstring. Got to get this hamstring hamstrung so we don't get hamstrung, am I right? Left hand plants, right hand reaches up if you want to feel more things. There's a lot of things to feel. Keep it calm. Good. Take one more inhale. Right hand plants, spin back into the right knee. Tuck the left toe, lift the left knee. Left hand plants, right hand reaches up. And right hand comes down to the inside of the right leg. From there, seal the back heel down. Take the left hand to the left hip. And then maybe reach the left hand all the way up towards the sky. From there, maybe the left hand reaches forward towards the front of the room. A side angle variation. It's pretty hard going from the ground up. One more inhale. And left hand comes down. Left knee drops to the floor. Lizard cat cow. Inhale, pull through. And don't clear. Give me three more. Try and keep those hips from moving, just the spine. One more. And if you want to keep going with that, cool. If you want to just lower down the forearms, that's cool. I'm going to go for quad stretch. Left hand wide, right hand, right knee. Left knee bends, right hand reaches back to grab it. Oof. And breathe. Oof. Dang, that has a lot to say. Ooh. I'm going to slowly release that. Tuck the left toe. That way you can step back down dog. If you'd like to move into chaturanga vinyasa, that's completely cool. I'm going to do it with knees down. I'm still pretty sore today. I'm going to lower those knees down. From here, I'll lower halfway or all the way to the floor. I'm going to inhale Cobra or upward dog. Tight butt and belly regardless. Don't pinch the low back. And then exhale, downward facing dog, shifting up and down. Let's go ahead and just take a child's pose. Knees to floor, hips to heels. Head can come down to the ground. And that way we can grab water, coffee, whatever it is that we are, whatever beverage it is that we are partaking in. And y'all keep taking your time. Y'all are kicking some butt. Right, let's take a few moments to just reset. Whew. And then we're going to move through some sun salutations. We are right on time. This is fun. A little bit of toe pump. Okay, so now It's also just going to warm us up a little bit more for chaturanga and for our sun salutation A's. Let's go ahead and move into forearm plank. So we're going to come back to tabletop, slow the forearms down, and just step the feet back. Boom, forearm plank. Nice. Now from here, what I'd like you to do is keep the hands at 11s, train tracks, parallel, right? No triangles today, if you can. Now if that's feeling froggy, just walk the feet a little closer to the elbows. Walk them closer, get that butt up in the sky, dolphin. And now I just want you to give me 5 breaths. We'll advance from here later. Well, first, let's just turn this on. Feel free to shift. Right? I should be able to shrug and release my shoulder blades. I should be able to kind of wiggle side to side. This should be a fragile position. And child's pose back down to the floor. And for me, that just starts to open up the back a lot. I'm going to take another deep inhale. Let it go. Let's do that again. This ain't working. Woo! Got the 8 feet blast and we tearing through it. Alright, let's have some fun. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog, shifting up and back. Again, take these sun salutation A's. We're just going to do like 3 at your own pace. Tuck the toes, shift up and back. Ooh. Nice. Now, I'm going to inhale, gaze forward, and exhale, step, hop, and float to the top. I'm going to inhale, halfway lift. Inhale all the way up to standing, reaching tall. Exhale, swan dive down towards the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and flow. Hands plant, step back, lower halfway, or all the way to the floor. If the knees are down, that's completely fine. I'm refining my form every time I do this. Thumb down dog, inhale. And let it go. Inhale, gaze forward, then into your knees. Exhale, step, hop, or float. Inhale, half lift. And fold. Inhale all the way up to standing, reaching tall. Exhale, swan dive all the way down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and flow. Hands plant, step back, lowering halfway, or all the way to the floor. Inhale, upward variation. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale. Good to go. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step, hop, or float. Inhale, half lift. And fold. Inhale all the way up. Down. Halfway. Fold and flow. Hands plant, step back. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Woo! Excellent. Let's go ahead and move a little bit more. Get into the knees, gaze forward, and step, hop, or float to the top. Bring those big toes to touch. Let's sit our hips low, chair pose. Sweep those hands high towards the sky. Take a few moments right here. Tight belly. Can you sink the hips low into the heels? Right? Can you lift the toes a little bit? Can you see the toes? If not, shift more weight back. Whew. From here, you reach the hands high. I'm going to take a deep inhale. Let's do a little lower. Whew. One more inhale. And exhale, swan dive down to the floor. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and flow. Hands plant, step back, move to the vinyasa if you'd like. From down dog, inhale's going to lift your right leg high into the sky. From here, I'm going to go exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, right leg kicks up. Exhale, step through. We're going to move into warrior one. I'm going to see my back heel down, maybe step it wider and closer. And slowly raise myself up to a nice forward lunge. Again, I want equal weight placed in both feet. This left foot sealed, so I'm going to push these hips and the shoulders forward, squaring myself. So more pressure in the back foot actually allows me to bend deeper in the right knee as I rip the floor apart. And here I can reach the hands high towards the sky. Let's go ahead and clasp the hands back behind the low back. We're going to juice your knuckles down towards your heels, open your chest. Take one more inhale. Let's move into humble warrior here to start. Let's bring that right shoulder down to the inside of the right knee. Let the head weigh 1,000 pounds here. Take your time and breathe. What a job, here we go. Now from here, we're going to slowly pull ourselves up. I'm just going to pivot myself open to goddess. I'm going to straighten through the right leg so I can slowly lift the toes of the left leg, turn them out, adjust my stance, and squat low into a deep goddess squat. From here, hands to shoulders. Start to roll shoulders a few times. Excellent. Then I like to take the hands over the head, clasp for elbows, and then side bend. Good. I'm going to straighten the legs, turn the toes in, wide arms, fold all the way down. And I'll take the right hand to the left ankle, and I'll pull the upper body away. Really trying to stretch this scap. Good. I'm going to slowly release that and crawl forward towards the front of the room. Heck yes. And from there, I'm going to flow. Step the right foot back. Lower halfway all the way. Inhale up. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale's going to lift your left leg high. Exhale, lean the nose. Inhale, kick up. Exhale, step through between your hands. From here, right hand plants, left hand reaches up. Bring it down, warrior one, seal it back, heel down, slowly reach both hands high to the sky. Again, nice base stance on an equal footing. Right, not too overcommitted here, not too overcommitted here. Nice and even. Reaching the hands high towards the sky. Take a deep inhale. Clasp your hands behind your low back. Inhale, juice the knuckles all the way down towards the floor. And exhale, humble warrior. Slowly down. And then take a few breaths. No rush here. Good. Now, I'm going to slowly pull myself all the way up and rotate myself open to goddess. Again, might be a little wonky on the feet. That's completely fine. You start to sink down. From here, those shoulder rolls again. So take your time, just rolling it down. If you'd like, maybe lift the heel. Maybe the other. Maybe both for just a second. Calm my ankles. Cool. Hands overhead. Clasp your elbows. Little side bend. Maybe some rotations. I'm going to straighten the legs and turn the toes in and fold all the way down. Hi, buddy. Hello. From there, we're going to slowly take the left hand to the right ankle and pull the upper body away. Oh, what a stretch. Oh my God. I'm going to slowly release, crawl the hands forward, and flow. Let's plant the hands, step back. Take your time. I'm going to start skipping vinyasas, just letting you know my elbows are speaking to me. So again, at any point if joints are like, hey, this isn't going to help with long-term health, skip it. Downward dog. Left elbow is like, I'm feeling pretty good. Hey, buddy, what are you doing? Look at this guy. Look at this dog. Just laying right there. Cool. Awesome. From here, knees down to the floor, forearm plank or dolphin, getting those hips up. I want 5 breaths. Walk your feet closer for 2 more. And child's pose, everyone. Woo! Nice. Come up, deep inhale. And let it go. Give me a couple more breaths. Just checking where we are in time. Whew. Right on time is where we are. Whew. Awesome. Shift forward, tabletop position again. Tuck it, the toes. Facing dog. Bend into the knees, gaze forward, step hop flow. Bend into the knees again, chair pose, sweep the hands high towards the sky. Excellent. From here, sitting nice and low, I just want you to float that right foot off the floor an inch. Set it back down. That left foot off the floor an inch. Set it down, one more inhale. And exhale, fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold and flow, or simply meet me in downward facing dog. Again, my upper body's feeling pretty good. So I'm moving straight to my dog. Inhale's going to lift your right leg high into the sky. You're going to do your right knee step, your right hip on top of the left. You're opening up all that tissue. Take one more inhale. Exhale, step through. Left hand plants, right hand reaches up. And right hand plants down. High crescent lunge, slowly coming all the way up to standing. Up on the ball of the left foot, taking your time. Wonderful job. From here, sink into that back heel, lift it. Can you sink it? Can you lift it? Can you bend the back knee? Can you straighten it? Can you bend it? Can you straighten it? Just check in. Where do you feel strong? Where do you feel weak? Preferably your high lunge can hold with any of these variables. From here, I'm going to twist over to the right hand behind, left hand in front. Breath palm, face palm. I can slowly exalt. Right hand to left thigh. Left hand reaches up towards the sky. I'm going to take one more inhale. I'm going to exhale, cartwheel my hands down around the front foot, and shift forward, standing split. Lift your left leg high into the sky behind you. Let the head hang, gang. Do it awesome. Breath calm, face calm. Now I'm going to slowly let this left foot plant to the back of the room. I'm going to cartwheel myself open, warrior two. Shazam. Woo. That's a lot. Excellent. From here, I got deep into the right knee. Let this left leg straight and strong, pressing me deeper. I'm able to rip and crush the floor and create stability. Flip the front palm, inhale, reach up. And return to warrior two. Flip, inhale, reach up. Extended side angle. Surf the upper body forward. More. Pull all this out of the low back. Right elbow to the right knee is a wonderful place to start. Left hand to even reach up to the sky. Squeezing the shoulder blades together. In time, I might be able to move into a lower variation. That's going to breathe. Maybe the top hand reaches forward. Give it 2 more breaths. One more inhale. Stay. Inhale, reverse. All the way up and back. Straighten through the front leg. Reverse. And then as you exhale, cartwheel your hands down around the front foot. From here, let's slowly rotate all 10 toes to the right side of the room. Left hand plants, right hand reaches up. Breathe. Little side plank variation. Cool. Now, take one more inhale. We're going to slowly turn the toes forward, bring the hands down. We're going to move all the way to Skandasana in the left leg. So I'm going to use my hands, turn that left toe out, and you start to drop that seat low into the floor. Loading into my deep lateral lunge. If I can keep the heel on the floor, great. Take your time. In time, we can reach the hands forward, but own the position. Abs flexing, nice and engaged. From here, I'm going to slowly crawl the hands forward and flow. Step back, and I'll meet you in down dog. Elbow was feeling good that time. Nice, y'all. Woo! Inhale's going to lift your left leg high into the sky. Bend into the left knee, stack the left hip on top of the right. Open up all that tissue. Take one more inhale. And exhale, step through between your hands. Right hand plants, left hand up. And bring the left hand down. High crescent lunge, reach both hands up. And take a few moments. Can you sink and lift the back heel? Can you bend and re-straighten the back leg? And how are we doing? How's the front leg? Cool. As you're ready, twist open to the left, reaching both hands apart. Begin to exalt, left hand, right thigh. Right hand up, belly tight, butt tight, low back protected. One more inhale, and cartwheel the hands down. Shift forward, standing split, lift the right leg high into the sky behind you. And let the head hang. Just take a few breaths. One more inhale. Step the right foot back to the back of the mat, seal the back heel down, cartwheel open, warrior two. Nice. Take your time, ninjas, beautiful. Flip the front palm, inhale, reverse, reach all the way up and back. And return. Flip, inhale, reach up, and return. Adjust my stance, I'm losing my foot, and extended side angle, surf the upper body forward. Left elbow down to left knee to start, right hand up, squeeze the shoulder blades. From here in time, we can get lower, give me 4 breaths. One more inhale. Stay. Inhale, reverse, all the way up and back. As you exhale, cartwheel your hands down around your front foot. Pause. Turn all 10 toes to the left side of the room. Ooh. And then from here, we're going to move into Skandasana. I'm going to rotate to the right, bend into that right knee, take my time sinking low down into my Cossack squat, my Skandasana. Owning the position for a few breaths. Hands come to the floor, crawl in forward, and I'll meet you in downward facing dog. Nice. Woo! When we get to downward facing dog, move into dolphin or move into child's pose. I'm going to move to dolphin, now I'm going to take it up a notch. So I move my way into dolphin. From here I've walked your feet a little closer. Now I want you to lift a leg and stack it. Give me a couple breaths. Let it pull you up. I'm going to switch sides. I'm going to come back down to child's pose. Excellent. Come up to a kneel, clasp the hands behind the low back, pull them back to the floor, and give me just a couple of neck circles, just for good measure. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, so again, I want you to take your time. At this point, a block can be very, very useful, just for where we are going to go. So again, block, we've got one more little vignette, a couple 5 little challenges, and then it is cool down and it is breakfast time. Okay, so first, deep inhale, come back to focus. Let's do it. As you're ready, gang, come into tabletop. Let's start with just some cats and cows, just check into our spine. How's our stuff doing? Inhale, pull the heart through. Exhale, down through. Oh, donkey. Things have moved. Alright. Tuck the toes, downward facing dog. Now I'm going to bend the knees, hop to the top of the neck. Big toes touch, sit low, chair, sweep the hands high towards the sky. Cool. Cross the right arm underneath the left. Boom. From here, I'm going to slowly cross the right leg over the left. Moving into eagle, taking your time. Breath is calm, face is calm. Beautiful, ninjas. Now again, if you just need this out as a kickstand, that's cool. If you can't wrap all the way behind, that's fine. Try and sink back into the heel. Maybe raise the elbows up high. Give it a few breaths. Now we are going to take this to warrior 3. I'm going to bring the right knee into my chest. And then I'm going to slowly kick that right leg back behind me. As the heel ascends, my upper body descends at the same clip. Tight belly, tight back to support and counterbalance. Kick out of that heel like you're Van Damme. Boom. Excellent. Now from here, I want your hands to come to the floor, and I want you to step back to lunge. Right hand plants, left hand reaches up, tight belly, come to the fingertips of the right hand, slowly rise all the way to exalted. Left hand behind, right hand reaches up. Take one more inhale, cartwheel open to warrior 2. Shazam as you see the back heel down. Excellent. Flip the front palm, inhale, reach up. And exhale, return to warrior 2. From here, we're going to move right into Skandasana. I'm going to straighten through this left leg. I'm going to sink down into that lateral lunge at the back of the mat. Take your time, owning the position. As you're ready, press all the way back to warrior 2. I use my hands, it's fine. Straighten through the front leg, flip, inhale, reverse. Moving into triangle, sass the hips back. Adjust the stance so you can keep the friction, and then left elbow down, right hand reaches up towards the sky. Spread in all directions, give me 3 breaths. Okay, one more inhale. Stay. Inhale, reverse, all the way up and back. We're going to move all the way to pyramid pose. Cartwheel the hands down, step the back foot in generously, and fold over a straight front leg. Oh, that's a lot. Give me a few breaths. Feel free to kind of wiggle the hips. Now feel free to stay here, or I'm going to move into revolved triangle, revolved pyramid. I'm going to start high block, inside the right foot, right hand to that block, press the heart forward, left hand to the hip, press the ass back. From here I'll slide the left hand to the low back to rotate. I'll adjust this if need be. And then I'll take that left hand maybe up to the sky. Breathe. Oh. Oh my God. One more inhale, y'all. Slowly bring the left hand down. Oh, slide the right leg back. Turn all 10 toes to the left. As you're ready, if you would like, full side plank is going to step the left foot back onto the right, holding ourselves up. Take one more inhale and flow. I'll meet you in down dog. Inhale, gaze forward. Exhale, step, hop or float to the top. Big toes touch, sit low, chair pose, sweep your hands high up towards the sky. From here, we're going to cross the left arm underneath the right and lift this left leg up. Moving into eagle, cross the left leg over the right, and then from here, maybe we can sink back into that right heel. Maybe we could raise the elbows up a little higher. Wherever you are, take a few breaths. And if you fall, good job. Bring the knee into your chest. Warrior 3. Kick that left leg back behind you. Tight belly, tight butt. Again, tension throughout the system. Helps us counterbalance. Woo! Breathe. You're going to slight bend in that right leg, right? All this musculature getting toned. And then standing split. Release that